Bruce Pritchard, a resident of Buxton, North Carolina since 2001, discusses how he and his wife Betty are the volunteer caretakers of an old family cemetery, which happens to be located in his front yard. Bruce mentions during the interview Danny Couch, who is the local historian. The interview took place February of 2014 with Sandi Jones Garrison. You have the honor of being the caretaker of the cemetery that's in your front yard.
When we bought the lot, this was an abandoned, overgrown cemetery. You didn't know it was there. I mean, people knew it was there, but you couldn't see it. And we just took it upon ourselves. Where we come from, Cape May is a very historical town, and we appreciate history. That was one of the reasons that we sort of volunteered to be caretakers, and we cleaned it up and fenced it off. And
so you put the fence around it?
Yeah.
And then, so then you went in and cleared it out, exposed the tombstone markers. Mm-hmm. Are they like a concrete material?
Granite, whatever they make.
They were granite?
Yeah.
And you can still see names inscribed on the tombstones?
Mm-hmm. There are other tombstones. They used to make them out of cedar. Well, over time they dissolve away. You can still see one on the other property next to us.
It's a cedar marker that you know that somebody is underneath there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that all the remains have been identified in this cemetery?
I'm quite sure not.
Okay. Do you ever see family members come by to visit?
Not really. Every once in a while Danny brings some people around.
That they think that their ancestors are buried there?
Right. Danny, I'll see Danny pull up with people, I say, oh boy. And I'll go out because Danny starts telling stories, and I've learned a lot.
Do you know why this area was marked as the graveyard?
Probably high ground.
And whoever owned it must have given permission, or?
Well, these all used to be big plots of land, family plots. Everybody intermarried, the Farrows and the Barnetts, and I think I told you this, do you know the name of the street?
Well, the name of the street you live on is Flowers Ridge.
Right. Now most people assume it's because, it's obviously a ridge, so it's high ground. And people assume there were flowers on it. No, there was a family named Flowers.
So it's named after a family?
Yes. I think there's Polly Flowers is probably buried in here someplace. She married into I forget the Barnetts or the Farrows.
So really, this is a family cemetery. It wasn't really a public cemetery.
Actually,
it's a family.
most of the cemeteries you see are family cemeteries.
Or family cemeteries. That says a lot about you and Betty taking care of that cemetery. Do you think there are ghost stories attached to that, or?
There is a ghost story attached to it. There's the ghost of Flowers Ridge, the Fiddler of Flowers Ridge Road. People would come down the road and they would hear fiddle playing, and they could never find out where it came from. They don't know who it was, but they think it's a ghost, and this is the only graveyard on the street, on this road, so they think that the Fiddler of Flowers Ridge is one of these guys. Never heard it.
Well, what do you think it is? Do you think it's a true ghost story?
I think it's an urban legend that got passed down.
Yeah.